Let me take a moment to try and give you a few ways to wrap your head around the different pieces of technology we'll be using. I'd like to talk about how they're connected to each other and also how they're connected to our history. I think this is the stuff that is largely missing from tutorials. Usually they get right to the how but leave out the why, which I think is a hugely important part of understanding something, so here I go. MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, which sounds very technical. Truthfully, MIDI is and can be complicated in the same way that things like your smartphone, electricity, and the internet are complicated, and possibly equal to the amount that we take them for granted. Many people use MIDI without knowing anything about how it works behind the scenes. But in order to really get the most out of your Rise and Equator, you're going to want to understand a few things about how it works. Control surfaces like the Rise send detailed information to our hardware and software synths in the form of ones and zeros. Much like English, where words are divided into nouns, verbs, and so on, MIDI sends groupings of ones and zeros which tell a musical story. Each grouping or word tells a sound source something specific to perform: how hard to hit a note, which pitch to play, the duration of that note, everything about that performance transmitted in binary code. C boards have the capability of sending so much MIDI information that it's basically a different language, which we refer to as MPE, multidimensional polyphonic expressive data. The C board has the capability of speaking MIDI's language, but it's also capable of using it to have much more elaborate conversations and hold several of them simultaneously. Let's dig deeper into what the 5 dimensions of touch are. Each of them relates to a specific gesture on the Rise and are inherently connected to Equator.